All right, guys, welcome to the channel. So today is January 3rd, 2025, and like everybody else on YouTube, I thought I would do a kind of a goals for 2025 segment today. And instead of skating, I'm down here lifting weights. So this is my basement gym. Just got some heavy clubs, weights, some kettlebells. And then behind me is my bench. So I thought I'd talk about goals today. And I'm a huge goal guy. I've been doing goals for decades. Probably I've been doing goals longer than most of these guys that are doing goal videos have even been alive. So I do know a thing or two about goals. And hopefully I might have a little bit different take than somebody else. Maybe I don't have any new information, but I'm going to let you know what I do for goals and how important I think they are, and just how they kind of enhance your overall life, not just for the things that you've got goals set for, but pretty much for everything in your life. So let's talk about them. Now, as I just said, I've been doing goals for decades, a lot of times real big ones. And so, you know, with big goals come big failures. So I've had a lot of failures, but I've also had a lot of success. So oh, I'm tired from lifting, but like some of my success, I wanted to win my age group in a triathlon, so check. I wanted to run a sub 3-hour marathon, check. I wanted to run an Ironman triathlon and finish that, check. I wanted to win a state BMX championship. Check. I wanted to do the 2016 Cyclocross National Championships that are here in my home state in Asheville. So again, check. I wanted to do a ultra marathon. So ran one local in 2018, and again, another check. And I wanted to run a Spartan trifecta with my son. So we ran all 3 races in a year. I wanted to win a mountain bike race. So yeah, I've done throughout the years, I've set some big goals, and again, I've made some big mistakes. I've had a lot of failures, but I've had a lot of success. So I kind of have a little bit of credential to know what I'm talking about setting goals and achieving them. So let's talk about a few things that over the years I've learned about setting goals, whether you make your goal or don't make your goal. Now, for me, in my experience, the big benefit to setting goals is not so much that you achieve it, but it's that you put a process in place to help you achieve that goal. Now, I'm sure you've probably heard people talk about goals and say that a goal needs to be specific, it needs to be measurable, it needs to have some date constraints applied to it, and all of those things are totally valid because it needs to have all of those things. But what it also needs to have, and what really to me separates a goal from a dream, is the fact that you build a plan to achieve it and you execute the plan. You know, the best goal in the world with the best plan in the world is totally worthless if you don't act on the plan. So it's the action that gets you to achieve the goal. Now, building your process is what gets you to show up every day, or, you know, consistently, and showing up consistently is how you make progress. And when you make progress, that's what gets you motivated to continue. As I said in one of my motivation videos, if progress is really highly motivating. So if you can look over time and see that you've made progress, that's a huge motivator. And to me, that's one of the most helpful parts about making a plan to achieve a goal, is you plan to make progress all the way through it. If you don't have a plan that starts and you make little progressions in it, then you're not going to go anywhere. I think to me, that's the number one reason why everybody fails on their New Year's resolutions. Most people come into these great broad goals. I want to lose weight. I want to, look better for the summer. I want to get in shape. I want to eat healthy. And number one, that's not very specific. Number two, it doesn't have a lot of date constraints. But the biggest thing is, they don't come up with a plan to measure their progress against that goal. So if you don't have a way of tracking how am I getting healthy? What does it mean to eat healthy? Am I eating less of this, more of this? I mean, you got to track that stuff. And if you don't have a way to track it and see that you've made progress over time, then you're not going to stay very motivated and you're going to die off like most people do by the second week of January. I've also heard people talk, about goals that once they achieve them, they kind of get a hollow feeling. And I don't know, maybe if your goal is to win an Olympic gold medal or something, be the pinnacle of your sport, maybe there's a potential for that. But at the level of stuff I do, to me, goals are stepping stones. I don't think you should ever treat a goal like a bucket list item, like it's just something you work up to and that's the end of it. To me, a goal is a stepping stone that helps you build into your life. You build these steps, you build this process that gives you consistency. It gives you discipline. That discipline helps you be fearless and gives you courage to do other things in your life. I mean, you don't just come up with a goal, you do it, and then you're done. Your goal leads to the next goal, which leads to the next goal. It doesn't have to be bigger in the same area. I mean, I don't have to run an ultra marathon to a 50 miler, to a 75 miler, to a 100 miler, because number one, that would kill me. But you do need to continually update your goals. Every goal that you make is a stepping stone to yet another goal. It should give you confidence. It should give you courage. It should make you feel like, hey, I can do anything I want to do if I set my mind to it and I put a plan in place. I can accomplish way more than I thought I could probably do. And, you'll find that you can. And the more success you have, the easier it is to have success next time. And like I said, I've failed plenty of goals. Now, I've gotten close to some of them, really close, but I've also just totally bombed them. I've burned out, I've missed stuff. But I don't let that discourage me because I've got enough successes all through my life that I know I can keep going. I know I can put a new goal in place. I put a new plan in place, execute against it, and something's going to happen. Something good's going to happen. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to achieve that goal, but I'm going to hit good milestones and good things are going to happen along the way. So in the end, for me, I love to set goals. I love to set big goals. And, I encourage you to do that. Go out, set a huge goal, set a crazy goal, and put a plan in place to execute against it. And, in the end, I think you'll be surprised at what you can do. And, bottom line, go big, scare yourself. The worst that can happen is you don't achieve it. And so, again, you've made progress. If you've put a plan in place, you've made progress to execute it against along the way. So even if you don't achieve the exact goal, you will have given yourself confidence. You will have given yourself some discipline to execute against the plan. And all of that stuff is going to help you all throughout your life. So, again, stay the course, put a big plan in place, and just go big, go for it. Now, what does all this mean for my plans for 2025? Kind of been ignoring that. What I'm going to do this year is I'm going to go big. If you've seen any of my channel, you may already know this, but if you haven't, I'm 63 years old. I'm inline skating, and I've got stage 4 arthritis in my right knee from an injury that I sustained dirt bike riding in my mid-20s. So it's in bad shape, and it's gotten worse over the years. And I think most of it has been because I ran long distances. Those ultras, I think, didn't do me any favors. But this year, and why I'm down here lifting today, through a combination of weight training, lifting, supplementation, mobility exercises, I'm going to try to get my jumping ability back. I'm really ticked off that I couldn't grind the rail at my local park. It's only a foot high, and I locked onto it a few times, but I just can't grind on it. So this year, I'm going to try to get my jumping back in place. That's either going to kill my knee and make me get a knee replacement, or it's going to fix it. So I'm not settling for the middle ground here. I'm going big. I'm going to fix my own knee. When they say it can't be done, I'm going to try to do it. So that's my big goal for 2025. And I hope you guys got some big goals for 2025 as well. Stay going, stay out there, and never stop, never quit. So like always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate a thumbs up if you like this. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. So hopefully we'll get out skating soon, and we'll see you on the next one.